こんにちは、庄司です。今回はケニアでサファリツアーに参加した時の話です。私と仲の良いオンライン英会話の先生のアメリカ人のメーガンさんとの会話を動画にしました。マサイマラ国立公園でテントの宿に泊まった時の恐怖の夜の話など、生の英会話を聞いてください。
Hi, Shoji.
Hi Megan, how are you today?
I'm great. How are you?
Oh, I'm fine. Thank you for asking. I'm very fine.
Good. How have you been today? Or I guess you just woke up.
Oh no, already. I woke up at 5 o'clock this morning,
Okay.
and
Okay.
I have been studying for 1 hour. Yeah,
Oh my
already.
gosh.
Yeah, as usual.
That's amazing. Well, Shoji, I know we haven't really gotten a chance to talk a lot about specific parts of your trip. I know, we kind of glazed over it and you told me the main stories, but there's definitely a lot of questions I have. Can I ask you, what was the most memorable part about your trip? If you had to choose anything, and I guess that's a hard question to answer.
So thinking about my traveling around the world, I think every country was amazing and
Yeah.
wonderful, but maybe the most unforgettable things in my traveling was safari tour in Kenya.
The safari tour.
I signed up for the local tour
Okay.
from Nairobi to Masai Mara National Park when I was in Kenya.
In Kenya. Okay.
Yeah. And there were 6 passengers, including me, one couple from Portuguese. And
from Portugal?
yes, Portugal. Oh, don't you say Portuguese?
No.
Portugal.
So if we said that you're from that country, the country is Portugal, and they speak Portuguese or Brazilian.
Oh, I see. I made a mistake.
People from Brazil also speak Portuguese.
Yeah. So there are a couple, young couple from Portugal, and an Italian family of 3, and me.
Okay.
So
Okay.
in total,
Awesome.
6 passengers, and Kenyan guide and drivers.
Did your guide speak English well?
Oh yeah. He spoke nice English, although he had some accent, but it wasn't very difficult to understand his English.
Cool. That's wonderful. And so he was your tour guide. Did he also drive? I mean, what were you in? Was it open? I mean, did you have were there doors or were they wide open?
It is a modified Toyota Land Cruiser.
Okay, good.
Yeah, it was quite big car. Maybe in total 8 people can get in, and
comfortably.
So his Land Cruiser came to our inn to pick up us to go to Masai Mara National Park.
How far of a drive?
How far? It was quite far. Maybe 4 or 5 hours from our hotel in Nairobi.
Gosh.
Maybe more than that. Yeah, more than that. Yeah.
Did you get to stop on the way, or?
Oh yeah, we stopped maybe 2 or 3 times on the way to the national park.
Oh, nice. Okay. Phew. I was gonna say that's a long time to be in a car with all those other people. So, did you?
Oh, but it was fun because all of other passengers could speak English fluently.
Oh, great.
So we could communicate each other.
Awesome.
It was fun.
That's awesome. Yeah. Why were did you get a chance to ask the other passengers or the other tourists why they were in Kenya?
Oh yes, of course. Because we had enough time to
Yeah.
talk. Yeah, we asked each other about how
Okay.
long and have you been so far, like that.
Yeah. Very cool. Anyone also traveling around the world like yourself?
No, no, no,
No.
no. They were just traveling Africa. Yeah.
Okay, got it. Got it. Very cool. Very cool. Well, that's a very long drive. So once you got to the location for the safari, what was it called again?
What is
What
that?
was the place called where you were
Masai
went
Mara
to the
National
safari?
Park.
Okay, so once you got to the national park,
うん。
did you set up camp, or did you immediately go on to a safari tour and start seeing animals and everything?
Oh, when we arrived at the Masai Mara National Park, it was getting darker, so
Okay.
we stayed at the hotel for the first night. Yeah, it was a hotel.
Okay.
Yeah. And from the next morning, we headed out to safari tour.
Okay. Now I have a question. Because I remember something you posted on Instagram. Was the water brown?
Because for the first night, because
Yeah.
we stayed at the hotel, it was okay. The
Okay.
water in that hotel was clean, but of
Okay,
course
it wasn't the hotel water.
we couldn't drink tap water anyway,
Right.
but it
Right.
was clean. Seems
Okay.
to be clean. But from the second night, we stayed at tent-like accommodations.
Tent?
And in that accommodations, the tap water wasn't clean. It was light brown colored and also smelly.
Oh no.
At first, I didn't understand why it is brown colored and smelly.
Right.
But
Right.
after that, I realized there was no water supply systems in Masai Mara National Park.
Okay.
Yeah, and
So where did the water come from?
Oh yeah, because so the water was taken from the river, and the hotel had a big water tank, and the river water was stored in the water tank and filtered.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think it was filtered, but even though after filtering, the water
Sure,
was
of course.
still light brown and smelly a little bit.
Wow. Wow. Okay. Well, that's very interesting. So when you were staying in these tents, yeah, were you ever scared? I would be terrified, I think, to stay in a tent.
Yes, yeah.
With
Because
all the
that is it is a tent. There was no doors and locks.
Right.
And,
I mean, a lion could just swipe right
but
through it.
there was zipper.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah.
Phew.
So the guide advised us to zip up the zipper tightly at night. Otherwise, monkeys might sneak in and steal something. Yeah.
Did you get any monkeys in your tent?
No. I didn't, because I zipped up tightly.
Oh my
No monkey
gosh.
came in, but
Oh
of
my
course,
gosh.
the tent-like accommodation area had its own fence.
Okay.
So the hyenas or lions
Oh my gosh. Okay.
maybe cannot come in, but talking about the monkeys, they can jump up and
Sure.
come into the
Over it.
accommodation area.
Were you ever, I mean, yes, there's a fence, but were you ever afraid I mean, did you get to see lions in real life on the tour?
Yeah, of course. During the tour, I could see many animals, wildlife, including lions, giraffes, hippos, and elephants, and cheetahs.
Hippos?
Yeah.
Oh
Just
my goodness.
5 or 6 meters away, I could see from our Land Cruiser. Yeah, and
Did anything ever approach the Land Cruiser?
oh no, lions. I think there were so many other animals that lion can eat. So uh, those lions seems to be not very hungry. So
Not
they
hungry. Okay.
are just lounging around our jeep, like
Sure. Oh
big
my
cats.
gosh.
Yeah, they are
They
very
walked
relaxed.
around the Jeep?
Yeah. Yes, of course. But one time I was a little bit scared because a big elephant, male elephant,
Yeah.
got aggressive, and I was scared because it might be possible that if that elephant attacked us,
Sure.
our vehicle can be flipped over.
Right. It could ram, yeah, it could just ram the Jeep and just knock it
Mm,
over.
mm.
Where did you see the elephant? Like, how did you come upon it? Were you in trees or something like that, or?
Oh, just at that time, one family of elephants, maybe there are more than 10 elephants. They try to cross the road, and our Land Cruiser was just in front of them. So,
Wow.
yeah, and there was small baby elephant too. So the male elephant, maybe he wanted to protect his family, and
Right. Oh
got
my
angry.
gosh.
Mm.
That is scary. That's
Mm,
very
mm, mm.
scary. Was that the scariest part of the safari?
No. The
No.
most scary experience was when I stayed in a tent. Because I was traveling alone, I was staying in the tent by myself. And
Right.
during the night, of course, the night is pitch black around,
Right.
and I could hear wild animals howling in the pitch black, and I was so scared staying in a
Did you
tent by
sleep?
myself,
Did you
and
sleep at
it was
all?
pitch black around, and hearing howling of wild animals it was very scary. Yeah.
But were you able to sleep?
Oh, for the first night,
No.
I couldn't sleep well. But from the second night, I get used to, so I could sleep from the second night.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay. Wow.
I think maybe I've lost some weight during while we were doing safari tour. But
Oh my gosh.
yeah, even
Wow.
in the inn, I didn't eat much because
Okay.
the water
Sure.
used
Just
for
not
cooking
clean.
is also from the tap at the inn, and as I said, the water is originally taken from the river and filtered.
Right.
So
Right.
I ate only boiled beans and thin bread like naan most of time.
Well, the good news is that beans and bread together make a complete protein. So you at least were giving yourself complete
Oh,
proteins.
yeah, I didn't know that, but anyway, so I was so careful. I even didn't eat raw vegetable because the
Yeah.
vegetable itself is okay, but it is washed by the dirty water,
Sure.
so
Sure.
I avoid to eat vegetables.
Wow. Wow. Okay. that's tough. For 4 days you did that. That's tough. I can't imagine being in that situation. But I mean, it was such an awesome experience. But I also have to ask, when you were out on a safari all day, what if you have to go to the bathroom?
Oh, okay. So our lodge was located just outside of Masai Mara National Park. We went to the bathroom there before we head out to the Masai Mara National Park. And in the park, there were almost no toilets. Almost no toilets. So if we have to go to toilet, we have to get off the car and have to go to the field. But because there are some wild animals are waiting, so it is quite dangerous. And especially if we had some upset stomach or diarrhea, it can be disastrous. And one Portugal couples, they had some
disastrous,
and they were vomiting during the safari tour, so they had a difficult time.
Oh my gosh! Because of I'm guessing the water.
I guess so. Yeah. So that's why I avoid touching any tap water. Yeah.
How did you know about that from the beginning? Because I mean, were you provided the food and then you saw the water, or did you get a chance to see the water first before you ate?
Oh, so before traveling to Africa, I researched a lot.
Oh, okay.
And
smart, very smart.
There are a lot of information about waters in Masai Mara National Park.
Sure.
So I drank only bottled water while I was traveling in Africa. Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Wow. Was there any moment that took your breath away, would you say? Obviously that's a very, very Americanized saying, I guess, but any, that you saw just animal, it just was so beautiful that you like teared up or something. I'm a very emotional person with so many things, so I feel like being that close to the wild and being in
when
that...
I was in that area, I felt there is not much difference between human and animals. Yeah. So also I felt we humans are so small and fragile existence compared to elephants or lions or those wild animals.
Right, we can't hold a flame to them.
Yeah. And so it is quite impressive experience.
Yeah.
It was the first moment I felt we are almost same as wild animals.
That's beautiful. Shoji, I'm so happy. And I told you this, I think, a million times before, while you were on your trip as well, while you were planning your trip. I'm so happy that you got to go experience these beautiful things. I'm very jealous. I hope someday I will be able to do these things as well.
Yeah, but of course, you are much younger than I. You can go to Africa or other many countries.
Someday. Sure.
Yeah. But, anyway, Megan, it's already out of time. Yeah,
Yes,
thank
we
you.
are.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Have a nice weekend and see you
You
again. Bye
too.
bye.
Bye, Shoji.
Bye.